Hi, it's the Awesome Vegan Gal here, and I'm continuing my series of videos on favorite products and brands that I wanted to introduce you to. So this is a favorite cracker and cracker brand, I guess, as well, and I'll tell you why. So first to tell you, it is called Mary's Gone Crackers. You may have seen them and heard of them. They've been around for quite a while. I'm not sure what year they started, but I know that their packaging has changed over the years, because that's why I go back a ways with them. And I don't remember what year they started. You could probably check it out on their website, which I will have a link below to check them out. So why do I like Mary's? And then I discovered something this year that's very unique that I'll tell you about. So first I want to tell you about Mary's, why it's such a good quality product. It is baked though, so if you're not interested in baked, that's fine. But it's baked as opposed to fried, and it's actually whole grain, and I'll tell you all these things. So Mary's Gone Crackers, the name came about because the woman who started the company's name is Mary, so it fits in perfectly. And let's see, to tell you about it, so it's organic, gluten-free, non-GMO, vegan, USDA organic, kosher. Let's see what else it says here. It's also whole grain, and it has omega-3 fatty acids, no trans fats, and it's certified gluten-free. And it's got 18 grams or more of whole grain per serving. So as you see on the picture, this is their original. This is their first one that they have. You can see the grains in there. It's all whole grain that's actually in the cracker. So what is in the cracker? They use whole grain brown rice, whole grain quinoa, brown flax seeds, brown sesame seeds, filtered water, sea salt, and wheat-free tamari. Tamari is like a soy sauce. So some people might not like the salt and the tamari, the salt, because the sodium level is a little higher maybe than other products. But it's interesting because they do have a lot of different varieties, and I found that the one, even though it has the sea salt and the tamari, it actually tastes less salty than others. Don't forget, when you're eating crackers and other kinds of cereals that are dry, make sure you hydrate because it is dry, a little more drying to the body. And let's see what else to tell you. So it says there's 13 crackers per serving. There's 6 servings, and it's got, a good amount of dietary fiber, 12% carbohydrates, some potassium, some good fats. Again, that's from the actual seeds and grains. There's no added fat like they say here. The saturated fat is also from the whole sesame seeds, flax, and quinoa. So it's not saturated fat from any additional, like oils or stuff like that. It also has iron, calcium, 6% iron, 4% calcium. And let's see what else. So it tells you a little bit about, what she started was, she talks about eating whole food, and it awakens your connection to the body and to the earth. It makes you feel good. It feeds your life. And she says she chooses ingredients that are certified organic and sustainably produced. It's how we do things because it's the right choice for our growers, our customers, and for the planet. Everything we do is authentic, from the cracker that she first started in her own kitchen oven to even now. And I don't know how she does it because it's amazing. I'm sure of course there's a trade secret to how she gets it this way. And one of her little things, she has a tree here, and it says a little expression. I don't know if she wrote this herself, but it says, "From small choices come great change. From ancient ingredients comes a healthier future, and from a forgotten garden comes a rediscovery of what we've celebrated all along, a delicious life." I like that. So, like I said, this is a 6.5-ounce package. There's other flavors. She has a whole series of like super seed products and other things you can check out on her website. So, I wanted to show you this, and then I actually have an open package, show you what the whole package looks like, how much it is, and then I have an open one that I'm going to actually snack from. So that's the package, that's how much is in there, and that's the crackers, what they look like. But I'm going to actually take the other box. What I like about them is it's probably one of the only whole grain crackers I know of that doesn't have any flour, no oil in it, no added sugar. It's got a little protein, 3 grams of protein for the 13 crackers. And another thing that's very unique that I found, and I didn't realize it, it's like you're thinking, like, how is this really whole grain, right? Really? Like, there's no flour in here, and there's proof to it. So if you buy these, and I hope you do, because they are a really great little snack, I don't know why one day I took one of the crackers, and for some reason I was holding it up to the light. And when you hold it up to the light, you can actually see the whole grains. But I don't know how they stick together. It must be like a stickier type of rice or something. I don't know. but you can actually see the whole grain. So you can do that yourself. In the camera, you're not going to be able to see it, but you can see the seeds in there, the whole grain seeds. But this whole grain, there's no flour in it. That's what I love about it. Like I said, I don't know how she does it, but they're really good. So that's what they look like, and I'm going to try it right now. Not that I haven't tried it before, just for the video. So I like it. I like the crunch. I do like crunchy things, and it's savory. So sometimes a lot of people opt for a lot of sweet things. I think we need more. People need to learn about some more savory options. This is a nice savory option. Got the crunch, the flavor, and again, to me, it doesn't taste very salty, but it depends on your palate. Maybe to you, it will be. But I've actually asked them, but I haven't done it yet, if they make some salt-free versions of some of the products, and maybe use kelp instead, or like seaweed powder, or just seasoning, and see if it'll still have retain that same flavor. But some people don't want any salt or any like soy sauce in their crackers, you know, or in the foods that they eat, because they're trying to stay away from salt. Now you have to understand, sodium and salt are two different things. There's added sea salt to the product, but doesn't mean the sodium that's listed there, the percentage, is based just on the salt and the tamari that's used. Because there are foods themselves that are actually naturally occurring sodium, like celery, like tomatoes. So when you look on let's say a jar of tomato sauce, but there's no salt in it, it's just tomatoes, you're like, whoa, that's high sodium, but it's from the tomatoes. You could see that because if there's no salt in it, then it has to come from something else. So it's naturally occurring, so it's sodium as opposed to added salt. So you gotta really distinguish that, and don't be turned off by percentage. Some people look at it and they say, oh my goodness, for 13 crackers, it has 190 milligrams of sodium. But if you look up what 190 milligrams is, it's peanuts, meaning it's less than a nothing. It's not even a 1% of anything. Like I once looked it up, and it's like so negligible. You probably have to eat hundreds of boxes of these to get like too much salt. And I don't think anyone's going to do that at one shot. So it's milligrams. You know, it's not grams, you know, like grams of fat or grams. It's like very, very small. So don't let that dissuade you. But if you're a person who has to stay off anything with salt, then you wouldn't want to consume these. You know, you need to find something that has less sodium. But I like them. Like I said, I think they're great, and definitely do the thing where you look like, I can look at it now, but you can see it. I can see it because I'm holding it up to the light. But you can actually see the grains in it, and I was just amazed. I don't know why I never thought to do that, but they are really good, so I'm going to enjoy another one. The other thing, too, to mention is you can actually, if you don't like them plain like this because they're a little too dry, actually put a spread on them. You know, you could put a nut butter or you know, some mashed avocado, something where it gives it a little more moisture, and you could have it like that. You know, a spread or a hummus, you know, or some kind of a bean spread or whatever, something that you make so that it gives it a little more something to it. It's not as dry, but I find them okay just the way they are. I like them, and again, it's a great option for a snack. Great for traveling, non-perishable, you know, if you need for your kids in their lunchbox or for yourself, because it gives you nutrition. These are actually, you're not eating just a cracker that's like a junk, something that's junky, you know, like junk food cracker. You're actually eating whole food. So that's the difference. You're actually, like if you didn't have food to eat for a day, for some reason, you had a box of crackers, you'd be okay. Because these are whole grain. You're actually getting nutrition. So you're eating something that's crunchy and that's maybe fun to eat and enjoyable, but you're actually getting a benefit from it as well. And I thank you for watching. It's the Rawesome Vegan Gal.